episode of World of Tanks Replays. This is Tanks for the Mammeries, and we are playing World of Tanks in the PZII-J. And obviously on hills here with the donut in the middle. And we're just getting into it with some of these new Czech vehicles that are out there. And yeah, so I thought I'd give it a shot, just see what was going on. We got a couple of good players on the enemy team. We'll speed this up a little bit to get to get up to the good stuff. And that should about do it. So normally don't go for the hill. Normally I go around the back with this tank, but I thought because of all these new Czech vehicles in the game that I'd see sort of how they stood up to my gun and how I stood up to theirs. So that was sort of my reason for coming up here. And kind of shot my own guy there. Seems to work. Seems to work okay. Now these J's, somebody said in the beginning that those Panzer IIs were pretty good, and so I didn't. When I had the opportunity to shoot at those guys, I wanted to take it, because if they're pretty good, I want to go ahead and get rid of them. They're dangerous to me, and penetrate their armor. That one didn't go through. We didn't even scratch them. Track hit. We didn't penetrate their armor. Penetration. That one bounced. We didn't even scratch them. We didn't penetrate their armor. That one didn't go through. He's gone. Take a look around the battlefield. Now this guy, we want to get rid of him. Enemy is hit. This is the guy we kill. Enemy armor is destroyed. I was concerned about him. So T1. So much. Enemy is hit. Track hit. They're knocked out. Now I'm going to start getting shot from behind here in a second. I should reload and I didn't do it. Enemy armor is hit. We've lost a track. Enemy is hit. Penetration. Track fixed. Let's roll. Angle a little bit here. And I'm leaving my back to them to see what they can do to my rear. Enemy armor is damaged. Just to see if they can penetrate it. We didn't even scratch them. Penetration. Enemy armor is destroyed. Penetration. Enemy armor is damaged. Penetration. Kill this guy. There we go. They're knocked out. I should be able to hit that guy. I'm not going to get him though. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to see, if I could survive being hit by this new Czech tanks. And turns out I can survive being hit in the front and the rear, so that's pretty good. Anyway, let's get on to the next replay. Right, so this is another fight in the J. Malinovka, obviously, and I'm not very high up in the old tier process here, so there's a lot of stuff on that side that can kill me. But I thought, since I was over here, rather than try and climb that hill, I'll do along the edge of the river, and I'd just see what I could scout. If I could make it there in time to get to the enemy base, then great. If I didn't, then, you know, oh well. And I knew there's going to be a bunch of campers on the enemy team, so I was just hoping that it wasn't the Matilda or the Covenanter or the M8 that was going to be camping over there, because all those guys can really put a hurt onto me. Obviously the slowest guy on the team, also tier 4 match, and I'm a tier 3 tank, but it's going to turn out okay, because the PZII-J scout is best scout. So we'll just speed up a little bit, and I'm running over here to get there as fast as I can. Target acquired. We didn't penetrate their armor. Target lost. Oh, the LTP can hurt me as well.
Track hit.
But every time he tries to get out there to get me...
Ready to fire. We didn't penetrate their armor. We didn't even scratch them.
I bounced the Valentine. I should not have bounced that Valentine, I tell you that right now. Alright, so here I am. And these guys, all these guys, are just, they just can't stand having me right there. And, my team is going to just wipe those guys out. Every time that they come out to get me, they're going to get shot.
Penetration. Enemy armor is hit. We didn't penetrate their armor. Enemy armor is damaged. Penetration.
I got hit from behind on my side.
We didn't even scratch them. Penetration. We didn't penetrate their armor. We didn't even scratch them.
There we go.
Track repaired. Drive on. We're immobilized.
They just all died on that corner because of me.
Let's roll.
So now that we're up and around, the rest of my team is boldly making their way behind me.
Enemy is hit.
And
That one didn't go through. Enemy armor is hit.
here they all come.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
The M3 leads should
Didn't
hurt
even
me.
scratch them. Penetration. Enemy armor is damaged.
They're all spotted.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
So we back up. Here comes the rest of the team. I don't know what the M8 was thinking by going on the other side of that barn, but he did.
Enemy armor is hit.
Now the Valentine's going to give me trouble here in a second.
I don't see the target.
There he is, the Valentine. I just have no chance to penetrate the
We
Valentine.
didn't penetrate their armor. We didn't even scratch them.
So what I'm actually trying to do is just stay behind both the dead Lee and the Toldy that's right here. He's going to get smoked.
We didn't even scratch
So I'm
them.
trying to angle a little bit to get closer.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
It's
We
not
lost the track. We didn't even scratch them. We didn't penetrate their armor. That one didn't go through. We didn't even scratch them. We didn't
Taking
even
so many hits
scratch
from
them.
everybody. Matilda, Covenanter, Valentine.
We didn't penetrate
I'm about to
their
die,
armor.
but there we go. Matilda finally got me.
Vehicle has had it.
And but the Valentine was using APCR, and yeah, the Matilda's using AP, but the Valentine was using APCR, and still wasn't able to do much to me. So, but he kept me pinned. So I was thinking, all right, we had this wrapped up pretty well, pretty much covered, but it didn't end up being that way. Oops. The Pack 40 decides to come out in the middle of the field. Most of the action is taking place we had a guy drown himself, and the Matilda is finally going to die. Oops. Oh, there we go. This Hetzer kept freaking me out because he just didn't seem to be in and of course our yeah, so the Hetzer is moving up here, and I'm like, dude, he's gonna get right in front of this guy and be shooting at something else. He's gonna start shooting at the Covenanter, and that the Matilda's going to be right in front of him. He gets a good hit on him, but then here comes the Matilda, just like, I'm like, whoa. And then he's going to turn his side to the Matilda, and I started freaking out. I'm like, come on, man. So here he is. He turns his side and his rear to where the Matilda was, who he just spotted a minute ago. I mean, I knew what he was doing, but he should have backed up first before he went around. It's just the fact the Matilda driver's not very good. And he got him. So all that's left, of course, is the Cruiser 2, which we know where that guy was. And all they got to do is spot him, and he's dead, because Cruiser 2 armor is paper. Anyway, that wraps up these two battles. So we'll take a look at the post-game stats next. And I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks very much. This is Tanks with Mammeries playing World of Tanks.